How's everybody doing out there?
Not the right thing. I like that though.
Painting pictures on a wall. You can paint a mural. Yeah, you can make it as big or small as you like to do, 'cause it's on you. Yeah, you're the artist, yeah. Let it all out. Don't ever listen to anyone one other than your heart, your soul, your intuition. Yeah, it's speaking clear. Open up your mind, your heart, your soul. Yeah, open up your mind. First thing you're gonna see is you can do anything. Maybe even write a song in a moment. Yeah, anything's possible. Find your heart next and open it up and try to make someone's life a little better and make your life a little better. I swear to you, if you're lifting people up, you're lifting yourself up too. Yeah, cause and effect. You're doing good, yeah, then good come to you. So let's talk about your soul. You only got one. Don't you want to protect it? Stop the evil from trying to infect it. Oh, you gotta be on guard, 'cause they're coming for you. They're coming for me. Oh, each and every day. What you gonna do? Yeah, we gotta pray together. Yeah, this what this show is every night for the last half decade. Yeah, getting down, writing songs in the moment. Yeah, living here where, yeah, that's the only place we actually own it. Yeah, this moment, yeah, they can't take that from me or you. No, they can't. What they're gonna do? Put a shackle us up in chains. Yeah, still can't take what remains. It's this moment. Yeah, you can't blame me if I wanna steep myself in it and find some sort of magic and start to explore it. Oh, it's all within this very second right here. Yeah, you can do anything. Stop yourself before you move forward. Take a second look, a second glance. Yeah, you need to understand it. Yeah, look from all perspectives. Maybe you'll uncover this little sparkling moment of truth. It's there for me and you. For me and you. Yeah, you can do anything. How long ago? With a freaking egg, yeah. Trying to do this show here on the TikTok platform too, and I can't seem to get the background go. No, yeah, but we keep rolling, yeah. You could do anything. Oh, I hope you know it, 'cause I believe it. Yeah, yeah. Let's get into it. Oh. Every night, every day, you gotta live in the moment. Yes. I said you can do anything, yes. I know it. Do you believe it? You know I do. Deep down inside of me, I hope you do too. Search your soul, search yourself. Yeah, you gotta come at it and feel something. If you want to change the world around you, yeah. 'Cause you can do anything. You can do anything. You can do anything. Turn the corner on another day. Yeah, you can find your way if you start looking at every door you're passing by. Most of us are just walking on by. Yeah, saying bye-bye on the way, 'cause we got too much going on the plate, yeah. I get it, I'm living through it too. But we got opportunities, me and you, to break away from the matrix. Yeah, find something real in the moment. Yeah, you should join me here. We're here every night talking about 1,444 days in a row. Yeah, in a row. John, you know you can do anything. 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 That's right, yeah, you can do anything. If you put your mind to it, don't give in to this temptation. No, you can do anything, yeah. If you put your mind to it and you forget all of the animosity coming after you, all the haters, yeah, all the trolls, yeah, they're coming from left and right, yeah. You gotta have blinders on, yeah. Nothing getting your sidelines, no, yeah. You can do anything. I tell you, you put your mind to it, you're gonna do it, 'cause you can do anything. Yeah, say you can do anything. It's just time and effort, yeah, and time again. It's one thing you can't control, yeah. It could be a half friggin' decade later, you're still going, you can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything. You and me, yeah, you can do anything, yes. If you open up your mind, your heart, your soul, you can do it. You can do anything you want. If you believe it, you can attain it, yes. 'Cause you can do anything, yeah, 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 yeah. At it every day, trying to find a way to get to tomorrow. But I see blockade after blockade getting in my way. Gotta find a way over it, round it, I don't know. Maybe I'll just steamroll through it. That's what I like to do. Nothing's gonna stop me, definitely not you. 'Cause I'm driving towards the light. Yeah, you can do anything. Nothing can stop you. You can do anything. Yeah, 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 yes. If you believe it, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. If you believe it, you can attain it. Yeah, oh, I can't explain it, yes, but the mind is stronger than you know. And if you keep going, you'll never know. So just keep on going where your heart wants you to go. You can do anything. You can do anything. You can do anything. You That last note is so freaking bad right now, right? Hold on. Terrible. How's everybody doing? 29 minutes in. Welcome to the longest running show on planet Earth. Geez, we decided to start the show with a song. I started writing last night and didn't really finish. In fact, right before the show, I was just kind of like, I don't know, getting set up here. And I started just kind of improvising to that. And I was like, this is some good stuff. I got to go live with this. And then all the stuff I was doing was totally different. It's funny. I was in the middle of that singing that. And I'm thinking to myself, this is totally different than the stuff I was doing earlier. Like I was let me try to give you an idea of what I was doing earlier. Like this is what I was singing earlier. I was going like, you can do anything. You could do anything if you want to put your mind to it. Yep, you can do it. Yep, if you like the coffee, you can brew it. Yep, take it to another level. Yep, you can't go there if you don't put yourself into it. So you gotta step up. Yeah, you got to go every day. Yeah, it's the only way. Yeah, if you want to live the fullest life, you can do anything. That's right. You could do anything. Yeah, if you want to do it, you got to put yourself into it. You can do anything. Oh, you and me, yeah, no, you can do anything. My people. Is that Mucho Mas in the house? Doing it with Mucho Mas. You know we gotta do it because you gotta talk about Baz Luhrmann. Baz Luhrmann does a lot of good movies. Yeah, you can do anything. Yeah. All right, so guys, that's it right there, right? We did it. What the freak? We still got that going on, Joanne? Maybe we should just kind of vamp in, you know what I mean? I mean, we're here. We're doing it. We already did a half hour, Joanne. Thanks for coming out. It's Mark Pires. And it's a half hour into the longest running show on planet Earth. So if you can, smash the friggin' like, hit the subscribe button, and then also do the notification to all on for all notifications. Because when you do that, you may get an actual notification from time to time. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, your wheeze is louder than everything tonight. That whole song I played, nobody heard it. They just heard you wheeze the whole time. In fact, I'm pretty sure that your wheeze is what keeps knocking out my freaking camera. I'm here doing it. I got a camera on, and all of a sudden, where'd the camera go? There's my feet. Beat seat. Joanne's wheeze. Like, that's all you got, you know? Like, what was that? Just Joanne wheezing to a pair of shoes and freaking beat seat. Joanne. Richter scale style. You know, that's what she does here with the Weezeroo. Anyway, guys, I wanted to do something that we haven't really done here before, which is a live debunking / investigative report. How about that? I did a piece that I have not dropped on YouTube yet. It was on TikTok earlier this morning about the Roger Stone, or did I do this? No, I did drop it on the Roger Stone thing and this thing above the White House. I dropped it on YouTube as well, but it really took off on TikTok. Last I checked, there was something like 32,000 views. It went on yesterday late. So in about a day, about 32,000 people on TikTok, which is a good start. That should be to a couple million. It's a pretty funny clip, but it also shows something that I wound up I was trying to debunk this clip. Like, I had a lot of people comment like, oh yeah, you're nuts, dude. And I'm like, I had one person say like, yeah, your opinion. And I said, my opinion? I said, do people not hear words? The words I speak matter. And when I say something like Roger Stone, you know, says, that's not my opinion. That's what Roger Stone said. But here's the thing. Roger Stone wasn't crazy for saying it. He just said this, and that's what the news story is. I tell the freaking news. It's a news story. So Roger Stone said this about the White House. I was like, I'm going to go debunk this. And guys, we're going to go look right now because the point is, it's there. It's not going away. It's there. We're going to look at it right now. Let's bring it on the screen together so we can kind of do a 1-2 Magoo and zoom in and see if we all see the same thing. We're going to discuss this. And we're going to put this to bed TikTok, if you guys are here and you want to see the White House footage of the smear that is actually a portal above the White House, we're about to dissect that freaking thing right now on YouTube. Link in bio. Just smash that thing. Join us over here. Let's get a look at it. Matt Zabrowski's about to hit us with the woohoo. I'm getting this thing going while we get the woohoo from Zabrowski. No, Zabrowski, drink your yoo-hoo first. We know. He's like, I gotta drink my yoo-hoo first. We know. Do your yoo-hoo deal. I'm trying to find the White House footage, Zabrowski. You do you. All right. Zabrowski, you're up. Guys, woohoo time. Don't go anywhere. Zabrowski. Guys, right? That was a freaking woohoo right there. You know, when you got Matt Zabrowski here on the daily doing a woohoo for you, Grammy winner, and you're getting a Grammy winner woohoo to go into your life. And all of a sudden you're like, I feel better. I'm going to go run a marathon. I'm going to go ask that girl out over there that caught my eye. You know, I know that's how you do. You know, I'm going to go put it all on black. Sorry, you should have put it on red. You always put it on red. You don't put it on black. You're that guy. You never seen the freaking, 007 movies? You put it all in black. It's the Russian guy shows up. Sounds like Putin, right? Yes, I put it all in black. What is he doing? He's putting it all in black? You don't ever put it all in black. I put it on black. Loses everything. It's okay. I'm a billionaire. Now I'm a millionaire. So he went from billionaire to millionaire on that one transaction, but still, he's still a multi-millionaire. Just lost the B status, Some women, women don't want to get the B status. This guy lost the B status. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, we're doing it. We're going in here. I want to say hi to TikTok. Guys, if you want to see this White House footage, we're going to dissect it right now. White House live cam. Yeah, it's right here because I looked at it last night. 327 are watching. Let's see if they're looking at the same thing we are. It's there. I see it again. And I know people say it's a flare. Here's the thing. We're going to look at the other flares too, just to be sure, because what's happening with this one in the center here, and I'm going to show you in a second here. Let me go in here so we can look at it, okay? Hold on a minute. Now, it could very well be a lens flare, so we're going to find this out right now, okay? Here we go. Bang, biggity boo. You know how we do. There with you. Wow. So guys, I'm here doing it. Joanne, thank you for putting me on the screen from the top instead of me yelling at you for wheezing. Joanne, can you stop wheezing? So guys, we're going to get into this. I'm going to fix this screen so it looks a little better for us. Like so. All right, so this is what we're doing. We're going back. Oh, can I not do that? Can't do it that way, guys. You're messing me up. You're a theater mode. Let's see what that is. Ooh, I think that works. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do here is you see this. You see my little thing. This right here. Now, look, this is 1, 2, so we're going to look at it. And this has got the double-decker style. So this could be either lens flare, which it does look like it is based on what's going on down here now. Yeah, last night, this was the only thing in the sky, okay? This wasn't here, but now it looks like freaking both. You know what I mean? You got some sort of this light here. He's shooting up. Give me a double-decker style. We're going to check it out right now and see if that's the case. Joanne, can you do me a favor and make... Oh, thank you, Joanne. She read my mind. I wanted to be a little bigger here while we dissect this, And Joanne, can you... Yes, exactly. Stop wheezing. She got that one. She knew what I was going for. So here's what we're doing. We're looking at this live. We're going to see exactly what's going on here. And I want to see how to zoom in. Let's see. I was able to zoom in from my phone. This right here is what moves right here in the center. And every 3-4 seconds, because it seems like it almost, this bottom thing spins like a portal. And then up here is like dissipating energy. And I'm going to show you guys very quickly, because I guess it doesn't look like it's working out the way I wanted it to, which is, let's do this. We're going to go over here. We're going to find the piece. Okay, here we go. Proof of demonic. Let's watch this together. Why is this over here? And you're not hearing it. What is the story over here, Joanne? Joanne, you know, we ask you to do one thing. You know? Joanne, can you push play on the screen, please? There's a little kid on this screen. I don't hear it. Joanne. You know, Joanne, you're the worst at your job. Oh, yeah, I forgot. She said, you don't really pay me for this job. That's true. I pay her doll hair. That was her bad. Signing a contract for $500 an episode. She heard, I said it. You know, how much you going to pay me, Mark? With the wheeze, you know. Oh, no, Joanne, we're going to take care of you. $500 an episode. I'm in. Have your attorney look at it. No, I'm good. She signed. She's got a freaking crap load of doll hair. But you know what, guys? You could sell it in India for a profit. I only figured that out after making the deal. You know, I still make out better. Just having to spend the time with, you know, fighting Gary V for those Barbie dolls. It's a whole other story. Crushing it. I was at the tag sale, got some Barbies, sold them on eBay, made a profit. Crushing it. Dude, he's freaking crushing it. Guys, he stole that Barbie deal from me. I was in there trying to cut the doll hair out for Joanne Weezeroo back there. These are the stories, you know. I think we call these like road warrior stories, right, Joanne? When I'm on the streets trying to get you doll hair and fighting Gary V for it, doing it, you know. Sometimes we get into it, you know. He's like, Mark, I'm crushing it. I said, I know you're crushing it. Let me shave the freaking heads. You take them, sell them, Sinead O'Connor version, you know. Limited edition. Look, I got the Sinead O'Connor. Who wants Sinead O'Connor? Doing it, crushing it. That's a dead on there, Gary V, by the way. Wow, guys, you come down, do it. We can't get this to freaking work, Joanne. We're going back. We're going to try to see if we can get at least this look here. Can we get in and zoom in on this? What are we doing here? All right, I think I got an idea. This is what we're going to do, peeps. We are going to take a different approach. How do we do this, Joanne, without, you know, really... We're going to shut this off. Double mint gum. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if this works. Oh, there we go, Magoo. Mr. Magoo. Yes, Magoo. Yes, Magoo. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is what we're doing here in order to get inside look. Okay. Guys, this is bad news because it's going to be hard for me to get this back to normal later, but I don't give a crap. We're doing this because we need to find out what the hell is going on over here, you know. So I zoomed in a lot last night to get this view. You just saw that's the White House, and then this is going on right above it. Okay. If you can see, I'm going to try to point out what I saw here. I should have Dr. Wayne Doppler do this because he... you know, is a doctor. He's the tallest man alive, too. Dr. Wayne Doppler. So, Exhibit A. First you have a portal. Then you have the dissipating energy. That's Peter Sellers, Pink Panther, if you've never seen it. You know... You're doing a Pink Panther here. Everybody's like, oh, I like the Steve Martin version. Steve Martin version is crap. Hamburger. Oliver's hamburger. Oh, hamburger? It's pretty funny, I guess, you know. But there's nobody funnier than the Peter Sellers. That guy was freaking awesome. Punter, you broke my punter. You broke my punter thing. I can't punt anymore. Maybe going to point without my pointy thing. Peter Sellers, he was awesome. Guys, so this right here, if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it, but it's and right above it, over here, it's like an energy field. All right, hold on, nah. Now we're gonna do something else. This is another one that looks like it could be lens flare. So let's see if it looks like it's doing the same swirl effect. That looks like a double-decker portal. So, okay, that's moving like the one was last night right above it, which is, again, we were just looking at. It's just faint tonight a little bit. I'm thinking that this is just lens flare. I don't know. Because now I'm looking at it, and it's moving the same way. Now, here's the thing. You could have a double-decker portal situation going on because of how much attention we're putting on it. Think about it. Everybody's just kind of sitting back. It's there, you know? Like they're getting away with everything. Evil left and right. Forcing people to do things that does absolutely nothing beneficial for you at all. You know, like you take it and then you still get the thing. What are we talking about? You know? So John Doe, that's what I'm thinking, right? It looks like it's a lens flare deal, but what's the problem? Why is it doing a spinaroo? You see that? Hold on, I'm. It's opening. Spinaroo. Hold on. We're going to slide over to see the other one again. All right, this is the one that I was concerned about because it's right above the White House. Okay? Right there. I wish I could make it even bigger. I also... Hold on. Let me see if there's a way I can make that brighter. Let's try something. We're just for this effect, we're going to see if we can make it brighter. Color correction, maybe? Let's try that. We're going to say it. Okay, here we go. Let's make this a little brighter. Oh, that's not right. Hold on, let me go back to 0 on that one. That's not a good one. All right, we're going to go to gamma. Is that better? I think that may be better. Let's just check real quick. That's better. Okay. So let's watch this. I got to push play. Okay. I'm messing around, trying to see if I can get some sort of color to get this thing to... You know, it's acting, you see it? It's got to be a lens flare, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm going to try to post this as well so we can get some honest opinion and questions from answered from people. Same thing. I mean, that's the way I pose all my news. If you go and you see this, I said, what is this? Is this what Roger Stone says it is? And the thing is, this is all video. Someone really has to get out there with a camera live. And is anybody in the DC area and that can get out there and take a photo of this so we could see what is actually there. Is this just lens flare or is it really something a little bit more sinister? Which again, I would not be surprised. I remember Nancy Pelosi, everything she touches turns to poison. I mean, so that's just a real thing, you know? And then of course, you know, there's everybody else too. Okay, let's see. Did I do this right? I'm not sure. I think this is supposed to be right in the frame. Let's see. I'm just going to put this back in because I took it out. I got to make sure I don't want to lose this when we watch songs or we do whatever, clips. Okay, there we go. So that's the full clip. Now, here's the other thing. You see down here, I'm going to show you with my cursor. Down here, I see some other, what would to me seem like lens flare, okay? Off of this lens. How do we get the other angles? Because I was hearing today in these comments on TikTok that every single angle that there is, you see this thing that's looking like a portal and doing a spinaroo. And you know, look, it's doing a spinaroo. I'm waiting for freaking Vigo, you know, from Carpathia. The Scourge of Carpathia, Vigo. He's coming, you know. It's only a matter of time before the Stay Puft start, you know, Marshmallow Man. Joanne, you like marshmallows. Sorry, guys, about her wheezing back there. Vigo. Vigo, the greatest of all time. You ever see Vigo and freaking, Venkman came out of nowhere with his stupid freaking ray gun. Stupid Venkman. Like, you're doing it, Venkman? Really? Vigo. Vigo! You got Vigo coming. You're coming out there with your stupid ray gun? Oh, we need 4 of them together. Remember, guys, don't cross your freaking, photon beam. Don't cross your beams. You never cross beams, guys. You know that. Because Vigo is coming. Scourge of Carpathia. Sometimes when you're there and the painting was like, you saw Vigo on the painting and you're like, oh my goodness, he looks so scary. And then you go in, like one day it feels really weird. You're walking around and you're like, why is there stuff flying around? You're like, whatever, I'm just going to go to work. And you walk in and there's like the painting of Vigo, but Vigo's gone. Where's Vigo? All of a sudden you feel like an arm on your shoulder. Oh, Vigo, how are you? No good. Get your face eaten off by Vigo, the first faceless man. You actually wound up being okay. Like, for some reason, he left the brain. So you were still a functioning species of some sort. Anyway, guys, look, I want to hear your impressions. What do you think? Is this just a lens flare deal? Based on the fact that I see one above and one on that angle that is right there, that to me is lens flare. So I need to see something a little bit more definitive, like someone sitting there with a camera, zooming on in, and then you show me that that is a portal. And like I said, to me, I am more skeptical now than I was last night. I saw it and I was like, oh my goodness, because it's doing this. And then the one above is like, it looks like it's dissipating energy. I'm like, there's something weird here. So at that point, for the last 24 hours, I've been saying, I kept going back. I still see it. People said it's been there for a year. And then I start, again, I'm looking a little closer and I see the bottom thing that's going like this. It's spinning in like a portal. And then right above it, it's not a portal. It's like you see these little bubbles that keep moving around and like it's dissipating, like it's energy after the portal dissipating up. And I'm like, oh my goodness, it's right above the White House. And there was nothing else. There was no other flare or anything last night. I'm going to have to go back because there was one person that was going into the chat and responding to a lot of people saying it's lens flare. And I was like, nope. Everybody said from all angles they see it. And I'm saying I got to go back and tell her that I think I agree with her. I think this is probably lens flare. And you know what? I would hope that it's lens flare because this is silly. Like to have a portal above the White House. What is going on? There should not be a portal above the White House. You know what I mean? Like we shouldn't have portals, unless it's something we all have access to, CERN. What are we talking about over here? So it's been very fun to look at this a little closer, but I have not totally closed the case, but I'm pretty much closing it. I mean, looking at this now, I'm seeing from this angle the same exact setup, but it's on a specific angle as someone who works with video a lot and has dealt with a fair amount of light. That would seem like with one source of light hitting the camera in a specific way, and you see that one right at the bottom of the screen there, it's shooting right up and you see those rays popping off. That right there, I feel like I just nailed it, but then I'm looking, it doesn't look like it's exact. Light works in a friggin' straight line, right? So if you look at the flare at the very bottom of the screen, which is right, you can't really touch it. Bantan. If I had my freaking pointy thing, I'd be able to point to it. But over there, you could see that spike. I thought that spike went right up at that first setup that's in the middle of the sky, but they're kind of not. That's not the source. That's not the source. Because if you could see, those are not on the same angle. Like that line is about I want to say a half inch to the left of that little circle and the big circle. So it's not being cast from this light. It's being cast from something else. Or here's the other thing I'm thinking in the moment right now. That could be two spotlights from the White House shooting out in those directions. But why is one red and one's blue? That's a little freaking weird, isn't it? That's a little weird. It's a hiney butt. S Group says it's a hiney butt. It could be a hiney butt. Sometimes you're looking at it and you're wondering, what is that? It's just a hiney butt. I took on that name for, a hiney because I don't know. With kids, I thought that was a funnier way of saying it instead of saying like, because kids go to the bathroom in their pants, Kids have to go to the bathroom a lot. And our kids have, they'll have gas and they really don't know. They don't hold it. They don't really care, And they'll just drop the old doucheroo. And then you're just like, what are you doing? Did that just come out of your hiney butt? And so they always laugh at that. Heck, I laugh at that. The last time, it's such a silly set of words. Hiney butt. I love it. When you're doing it, and you tell the kids that it's okay if they need to do a double wipe on their hiney butt. Sometimes you have to do it. And when you don't have the bidet to spray down the hiney butt, you use the double-decker wipe style. Hiney butt, doing it back into action, playing in the yard, soccer, whatever. Everybody's happy because you don't smell like a hiney butt. Guys, what are we saying? I'm calling it. I'm saying lens flare. Doing a follow-up tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can cut these pieces of clip and drop it out there, see if everybody agrees. And again, this is all for, open debate. This is the whole point. I had somebody come on. I want to tell you guys something funny because this to me is funny. This is very funny. Okay, so last week I dropped a bunch of stuff. And it's interesting to me because I finally cracked the formula on how to get TikTok to share my content. And what I realize is the more controversial I get, the more they'll share it. And so I was just dropping real news stories. And then I was just putting comedy into it like I like to do. And saying, at the end of it, I'd say stuff like 2022, what do you think happened? And to me, that's hilarious. It's funny. But there's people that are so sensitive out there that literally don't listen to words. And then they'll say, well, but in the comments, I don't give a freaking crap what I say in comments. Look at the video I've created. If I'm neutral in the video I've created, it doesn't matter how I respond to people in comments. And all of a sudden trying to say that the video is about something else or that I said something in the video because I said something in the comments. That's just insanity. That's lunacy. But I would do something that, to me, needs to be done, which is I don't want to create conflict. I want to bridge gaps and bring people together. So my content will do that. I'm going to be redirecting, and I already did that with these last couple pieces where I'm not making any claims at all. In fact, I'm staying so totally neutral. I'm just saying the story and still, without putting any of those little entendres in there, I'm literally just reading the story. There may be still some comedy involved there, but it's not going to be with these entendres on some other conspiracy or whatever going on because people are so freaking sensitive. And this is the one thing I've realized. I would say the people on the right are very passionate. Some of them are nutty, but they're very passionate people. And I think at the end of the day, if you polled them, they would all say that they would fight for freedom and for somebody else's freedom and their freedom of speech and to live their lives and to have their expression and live with their opinions as their opinions. But the other side, I literally feel like they want to kill people for thinking different. They hate people for thinking different. And it's mental, because if I could say one thing and you happen to be on what you would consider the other side or whatever, just even when you're dealing with someone on the other side, there are thousands and thousands of things that we can connect on. Why are we dividing over 1, 2, 3 topics? Can someone answer that? Just remember when we were kids, our parents said, don't talk about politics, religion, or money when you're out with friends, when you're out at cocktail parties. And here we are, the cocktail party of life, and we're just constantly talking about religion, politics, money, gender, identity, all this stuff. And it's all divisive, intentional. And I told you guys last night, that is because the devil wins when we all hate each other. And that's why I won't let him win. I love you. I will continue to show up and do my best. I can't say I do anything right because I'm here living in the moment. To me, that is the scariest thing in the world anybody could do, because there is no net. I'm not aware. I'm not self-aware of what's going on in this second, because I am creating for you for a half decade every single day. And that's all I want to be able to do, is to step away from this nerve-wracking world and just develop a piece of content that's going to last this time that we live through, and hopefully beyond. You know, sometimes I think that, like, I'll write a piece of music like we did earlier, and I'm like, it's awesome that 20 people were here or something like that. But we should have thousands of people hearing a new piece of music written. And one day, millions of people will hear these songs. And my kids was thinking about this, that they don't know my music. They love Santa's on the Run. Love Santa's on the Run. And I said, you guys, there's so much music you haven't heard, but one day you'll be curious. You'll have a car, you'll be out with your friends or whatever. Your friends will find something or hear something, and you'll say, let me check, let me see what else Daddy did. And you're going to see that I literally dug into my soul on a daily basis for a half decade, creating, and I'm just thankful, really, because the one thing that the devil, or whatever you want to call him, or it, I don't think the one thing that I've been able to do here for a half decade is to live truthfully in the moment and to create content that lifts people up. And if you go and you watch any day, you're going to see there's fire, there's passion, there's truth, there's music, there's comedy. And to me, I don't know what else is better than that. I think I've mentioned many times that when I was a kid, I loved Shakespeare. I actually played Romeo for a full year. Traveled to 3 different productions. It wasn't consecutively the whole year, but 3 different productions. And it kept going well, and we kept going. This is college. And I loved Shakespeare in college. And I remember thinking to myself, you know why Shakespeare did it right? What makes Shakespeare the greatest writer of all time is that he takes you through an emotional roller coaster eloquently. And that, to me, is the perfect show, the perfect production, whatever you want to call it. And so every single night, although there is no script for this show, and we don't know what I'm going to do with that guitar, or my instrument, the beat seat, the first drum for guitar players, or what Joanne's going to do, how loud she's going to be wheezing tonight. We managed to stop time, and live right here in this moment. It's where everything happens. And anything outside of this second is a distraction. And I know there's lots of good distractions. Family, friends, a good sports game, whatever. That trip we're going to take in 3 weeks, if we don't know what we have, we don't know what we get, but we do get this very second. So please do your best to explore it. Please do your best to share something positive with someone around you when you're living in the moment. And you will find yourself rise up a level. So, looks like we did it again. 1,444 days in a row. This is the longest running show on planet Earth. If you haven't followed yet, how about it? I'll be back tomorrow. Link in the bio. And when you do subscribe, make sure you ding the bell. And leave a comment after the show, fam and friends, because that helps other people find the show. Daddy-o, how are you? So good to see you on TikTok. Appreciate you. I want to say goodnight to each and every person here on the YouTube platform. So please say goodnight now or forever hold your peace. Let's see who's here. Bradley Smith, my brother. Laura K, so good to see you. MJ, Pamela Swan, Renee Woods, S. Coop. Oh, so good to see S. Coop. Stacy Michaels, Trish Killian, as always. It's so awesome seeing Trish and Virginia in the house. Wharton Fizzle, my brother. Wharton, what are we doing? Right? We just dismissed, I believe, this theory of a portal above the White House. And if you've not seen it yet, this is my Jeremy Irons, by the way. If you've not seen it yet, head over to YouTube and check the latest episode of Mark Pires, and you can see it in person. That it's just a freaking smudge from light flare. Yeah, that's right. And then I was in Die Hard. He was in Die Hard. Sometimes you get it. MJ! Guys, MJ's here too. You know? Renee Woods is here. We're doing it. Pamela Swan is here. Double-Edged Sword is here. Loving it. So good to see you, Double-Edged. Oh, goodness. You know when the lurkers start doing a lurkeroo and coming on out? That's when we're having a good time. Guys, I am going to share something with you because I think you need to spend a minute or two and watch this. It's going to bring you up to the highest possible level here. We have Christmas in a few days, about I think 11 days, 10 days now. And this song right here, this should be on the radios. Or the radios. Yeah, it should be on the radio, is what I meant to say, Joanne. Joanne was wheezing. I'm sorry. I wasn't able to bypass her wheeze on that one. This one here, guys, is probably my favorite Christmas song ever. Not just like, I used to love Silent Night, and now this is the tune. Actually, I'm going to play it for you real quick, if you don't mind, because I have to get myself ready to shut down, and that usually takes a few minutes anyway, so let's pop this on. You guys don't mind? You guys know sometimes we have a little encore. Here we go. This is called Santa's on the Run. Why is this not working? Uh-oh. All right, now we have an issue here. Hold on, no, I'm not. Oh, wait a second. I know why. Hello. Hold on a minute. Let's see if we can put this on the right thing. Time is coming. Did you get your present? Hold on now, man. Don't listen. Here we go. Woo! I'm putting this on 1080p, although it's not going to work, I don't think, for some reason. We're doing it anyway. Here we go. Share this, fam. Here you go. Santa's on the run. Yeah. All right, I'm going to take out a little guitar. Yeah, guitar. Christmas time is coming. Did you get your presents? Did you get your tree up? And get the lights out, wrap them around, yeah. Plug them into the wall. Yeah, you're staring from all angles, wondering when the ornaments gonna fall. See them trees that die in the moment you cut them down, then you put them up, and you sit there, you're looking at them, you're waiting for Santa Claus to come. Yeah, yeah. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Mrs. Claus, she's getting his trousers ready for the night. Yeah, taking flight. Got the reindeers on the front and come along for the ride. Yeah, got 1 billion plus homes to hit in about 6 hours. I know I gotta get my coffee filled. I'm gonna get myself a thermos, gonna throw it in the back too, and maybe I won't get tired. I know it's one night. Santa's on the run. Oh, Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Santa's on the run. Yeah, 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 yeah. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Yeah. Get the job done. Yes. Running out of time. Got lots of homes to get to. Gotta eat them cookies to get down the chimney. And you see there's a little boy peeking from the top of the stairs. And I got to go back up. I told him the kid, he's gotta be asleep. And he's not, he gets cold, leaving it at the bottom of it. Oh, well, maybe his parents will make it right, 'cause he's messing up my night. I got a schedule to keep, yeah. I can't stop missing it 'cause of a little kid. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 Rudolph, run, yeah. Take over ground, yeah. We need to go above the 65 miles an hour if we want to take flight. I know we got a long night ahead of us. Oh, my friends, my caribou are on until it ends. Santa's on the run, 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 Rudolph, run, run, Rudolph, yeah. Santa's on the run, 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 Santa's on the run, run, yeah, into the night. Santa's on the run, run, Rudolph. Get it? Run, run, Rudolph. Santa's on the run. Chris Kattan? Yeah, man, you. You gotta get it, you know what I mean? can't play with that. Run, 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 Rudolph. Into the night, we got to get home before daylight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the
Going back to the sleigh, gonna eat it all night, you see. Going to the next house, I'm going scrum-diddly-dungeous. I got my milk, I got my dippin', I'm going down, I'm gonna sip it. Going down to the bottom of the chimney, gotta bring the kids with me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that's what we do, the hip-hopping and hip-chop-chopping and don't rock and roll. Yeah, that's a doing every night, yo. And that's a doing every day, cause you know that Santa Claus, yeah, oh, Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, Santa's on the run, 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 and run, 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 Rudolph, run, Rudolph, yes, into the night, yes, into the night, run, 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 Santa, run, 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 Rudolph, run, Rudolph, run. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run, run, Rudolph. Santa's on the run, yeah, Woo! Guys, when you're doing it, you're doing it. You know, when you got a little Santa's on the run going. That's a good night for most people because you're running and you got Santa and he's giving you presents. I want to leave you with one final thing, and this is something I'm going to probably also cut and release for tomorrow. What if this is all just one massive head fake? What if God and the devil are really in a fight for our souls? And the devil wins when we hate each other, when we divide. But he also wins. This is 12:37, so I think it's okay to say this. He also wins when Satan Claus. I never thought about the letters. Satan Claus, Santa Claus. When Satan Claus gives you exactly what you want. And Satan Claus is his first act of deception in order to get your soul and to set your kids up for their souls to be snatched at some point, is to have you lie to your own children and tell them that something magical exists when really it's just the devil. And all of that came to me the other night, and I just started thinking to myself, if we need to shed all of our animosity towards others, and we can't hold grudges and have hatred for others, or we can't find our way to the next level, whatever that is. And this devil wins when we lose our way. Then, therefore, most of the country as it stands currently
would be with this beast in the pits. Because, I mean, it's almost impossible for anyone to relieve themselves completely of everything in their lives that is a weight. What I think is important is finding a way to express yourself. And when you do that, you're going to start to understand what makes you tick. And then you'll start to see things like this and start to say to yourself, geez, am I living in some weird game? I'm the player. It's like, where are all the pieces on a chessboard? It's God versus Satan. And where the prize? Every time one of us does something stupid, we get taken off the board. And if we're lucky enough to live the life that we are intended, and maybe not the best way of saying it, of achieving the life that you are intended. Because it's not easy, it's work. That's the thing I think we need to all be clear on. Everything and anything in this life that you want to excel at is going to require you to put an extraordinary amount of work into it. And you have to ask yourself many times within the process if you have what it takes. And most people don't have what it takes to keep driving through no's over and over, to keep dealing with that sledgehammer in the face and get the freaking phone back in their hands and make another phone call. As a real estate agent, I make a lot of cold calls. I call on listings that are expired, call on potential opportunities, whatever, canceled listings. And it's not easy because most people don't want to hear from a real estate agent. They also, if they have an agent and they're being bothered by another agent, kind of like, how do you get my number? A lot of that, Well, I'm a freaking Clouseau. You should give me an opportunity because I found your number. Well, why would you not give the guy who found you an opportunity? You know what I mean? Thank you very much. I appreciate it, baby. Baby said that that's very true. I appreciate you. Everything I say here is, I think, what the universe wants you guys to hear. And if you go through the content of this show, which is probably over 3,000 pieces of content at this point, there are so many philosophical, I wouldn't call them monologues, but they kind of are. And again, when you don't have a script and you didn't pick up Nietzsche ever and you didn't read freaking Socrates, but you say the things that, need to be said because your heart feels them. Your soul breathes these things. I always tell you the most important thing to understand in life. There are very few leaders in this world. The leaders wrote the book, and everybody else follows it and says, oh, that's how you do everything because it's right here in the book. But who wrote the book? Who wrote the rules in the book? Who wrote the introduction to, cerebral brain hemorrhage surgery, for the articular, who wrote that book? Because somebody created the way that is. There was nothing until that person took a blank slate and made you something to follow. So write your own book. Create your own, I guess, opportunity within. Write your own book. You can take that however you want, but I don't mean sit down at a laptop and write a book. You could, if you have that in you. But more importantly, don't follow in every detail in your life, because your heart, your spirit, your intuition, it is just needing to do certain things. And if you're not willing to do that, you're going to suffer. So always do what your intuition says. It's never, ever steered me wrong. And all the times I was like, yeah, I know I should do this, and I didn't do it, that is when I really just want to be like, why trust somebody I don't know? Think about that for a second. Somebody I don't know said something to me, and then I had a really weird feeling about it, and I still went forward with it. It went horribly. That's on me. Why would I trust somebody else I don't know over the one thing I know better than anything in the history of time? My intuition. Always follow it. It is there as your guardian angel. It's funny, I think things like that, like when people say guardian angel, your guardian angel is your intuition. Don't forget that. If it's a person or if it's a spirit that you were connected to and it's hanging out with you, all right, whatever. But really, it's your intuition is your guardian angel. Because if you didn't have it, we'd all be dead. Oh, Ron, my brother, so good to see you, pal. You rock. Guys, if you've not subscribed to Ron from EMA yet, please do. He's awesome. We're going to have another session. Even though, look, I'm supposed to be doing these short shows. It's 1 hour and 30, and I got to get going. I have work tomorrow selling real estate. But guys, remember, please follow your intuition. And if you can, spread the word. Let people know we're here every single night since December 31st, 2018. That is officially 1,444 days in a row. And we are just 55. Joanne, 55? 55 days away from the 1,500th day in a row live. And does anybody know anybody at Guinness? Maybe if enough people start sending notes to Guinness, they're like, dude, there's a guy who's been live for friggin' almost 1,500 days in a row, every day, long form, and you guys are chooches out there doing, oh, look, someone took a piss off a building and it landed in a cup. World record. That's awesome. That one deserves a full page for the shot from the top to the bottom into the cup. We used the wide angle, but half decade in a row live every day. No, whatever. Nothing there. We don't need an even freaking little section on the bottom. Honorable mention. I can't get an honorable mention. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, I know you're in there. She goes, I got one. Yeah, we know. Most consecutive days wheezing. We know. How many years is it? Oh, 57. Guys, 57 years in a row, every day, wheezing. No, Joanne, we know it's a freaking birth defect, but you're bragging about it now. I just wanted to get through the night without you braggarooing, When Joanne does a braggaroo, it really cuts to the core, Anyway, guys, Joanne's not real. Look, when we're doing it, we're doing it. Oh, goodness. That's why we always inject a bit of comedy into this show. When you've been doing it for a half decade, you're dead. You know what I mean? Guys, tomorrow, back again. Remember, if you're looking for some real comedy, there are 6 feature films of me acting like a complete maniac. Live stream of consciousness comedy, impressions, some of my characters for hour and 30 minutes, 6 different films. The shortest one is the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard film. It's 52 minutes. It's hilarious. I play 6 or 7 different characters. Johnny Depp's dealer, Johnny Depp's or Amber Heard's love interest. I play the judge. I play the attorney. Whatever. It's a funny, crazy movie. And it was right during the week that the verdict was coming in is when I released that. So, guys, Double Edge. Yeah, Joanne's here. What's that? Joanne says that she misses you, Double Edge. No, Joanne. I didn't mean it when I said that. She said, you said you wanted to take a double-edged sword to my wheeze and cut it up into little gentle wheezes. I may have mentioned something about that. It was either that or the hiney butt. You have to figure out which one you want to do with that freaking double-edged sword, you know? What's that? No, Joanne, I know you're going to call this, child services, human services, because you were being abused mentally. Joanne, if you look at the fine print on the contract you sign, it says you may get abused mentally by the show in order to further the effort of comedy. And you signed. You initialed right next to it, in fact. Article 3, paragraph B, sub paragraph 9, part 2, section hyphen number 4 dash 6 A. Continued. It was all there. You just weren't interested in it, create your own story, baby. Absolutely. Baby Don't is over here saying she appreciates the words of truth that I speak. That means a lot. And if you can, follow, but also, I think you did, subscribe on YouTube, because there's the 3,000 piece of content, the comedy, the music. All of this stuff is in the music. It's all on Spotify. Type in Mark Pires. There's 196 songs. And think about this, baby, when you're listening to this. Every word you hear me sing, I wrote live in the moment I created these songs. This song right here is one of them. You got to go away. It's a ghost story I wrote, and now it's the end of our show every day, because you do have to go away right now, but we will be doing it again tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe and join us on YouTube. Spread the word. Let's see if we can get 1 million people here tomorrow, guys. We're so close. We're so close. Together, I think if you guys all tell, I think 2 more people each, you got 1 million, You'll see, baby, when you get here. Like, you're the catalyst. With baby here and the group that's already here now, 2 more each. I think that's Biden math. I think I'm close on that one. Look, it's 1 million, zillion, bajillion. What? What are we talking about over here? Is that the amount of triple diapers you're wearing? 1 million, bazillion, gajillion triple diapers? Because a triple diaper is a sewed up deal. They took one, took another, took a third. They're doing, this is me with sewing. I'm sewing it together. There you go, here you go. Huh, what? My Aunt Judy told me I pooped my triple diaper. Yeah, well, that's why we made a bunch of them for you. Here you go, buddy. Lifetime supply. Oh, goodness, guys. I look forward to getting into it again tomorrow. If you haven't, here, guys, on YouTube, head over to TikTok as well and make sure you subscribe and follow me on TikTok, because I'm dropping crazy content. And like I said, I'm finally getting them to share what I put out. It's a shame that they didn't share any of the crazy funny stuff and the good music I dropped over the last 3 years on TikTok before this last month or two. But I'm going with the flow. I'm just dropping 1 or 2 pieces a day because it seems like that's what they're okay with. And what we're going to do is blow out that platform, the TikTok platform, to a couple million family members. And they're all going to shift over here to the YouTube channel. And we're going to start lifting each other up in the light. I'm over this let's drag each other down for thinking different. Thinking different is what makes us so unique. We are unique. Why would we change being unique because somebody wants us to think differently? That is not what being alive is about. This moment here is for us to reflect and then ask questions. And a critical mind asks questions. It doesn't just go along with what somebody else above says. In fact, that's when you should be most skeptical. What is the reason that you want me to follow these rules, madam or sir? I need to know all of these answers to these questions that I have. And if you don't want to give me those answers, then I'm absolutely going to stay skeptical. And if you happen to give me a little insert that when I roll it out it says intentionally left blank, you will never ever get me to comply. I comply with one, I guess, total spirit in entirety. Yeshua, the Creator. I am a servant of them in order to bring this world to where it needs to go next, which is together as one. I refuse to take this path of destruction and hatred and division just because I feel a certain way and other people hate anybody who thinks different than them. So again, what you're going to see on TikTok going forward, and I want people to understand this because I've wanted to respond to so many people on TikTok today who've said certain things on certain posts, but what I noticed last week is when I was responding to people the way I wanted to, because I felt that was okay, they all of a sudden would take, no matter what I said there, and forget about what was actually said in the video. And the video is what matters. It's a piece of content for people to have open dialogue. So now I learned I can't respond to anybody who's saying anything about a certain thing that everybody was forced to do. And no matter how I feel about it, I can't talk about it. That's how messed up our world is. These people are so vigilant. They hate anybody who thinks that there's something wrong with the world today. It's like, no, this is perfect. We should be paying crazy taxes, and we should be giving all our money to different countries, and we should be hating each other, and we should be calling people Z, Zay, Ja, Ju, Ja, Ji, Jay, and we should be changing our identity every day and doing stupid you know what I mean? Like, okay. And no, I have no problem with anybody doing that at all. I want people to express themselves, but don't talk to children about it. Children are in a very, very vulnerable state. They are manipulable, and you should not be trying to manipulate a child. And in fact, if I find out that you're doing that, I'm going to expose you, because children are off limits. And no child needs to be more confused than they already are. No child. They will explore everything in life in their time. But trying to force a child to do something because of your agenda is despicable and evil. And that will wind you up in a place where you're going to have a lot of friggin' time dealing with the old dev. The dev, the developer, the devil. Ooh. A lot of questions. Maybe tomorrow we'll get to a few more. Until then,
Everybody, I appreciate you. I will. See you tomorrow. Until then, it's Mark Pires. And this is the longest running show on planet Earth. Give us a follow and share, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. You got to go away. You got to go away.